All right, the DXY on a clean and simple line chart on the monthly scale going back over 50 years here. We're going back to the 60s. So looking at this, you can easily see where we are, where we've been. We have a couple of touch points around the 120 area. Are we going to get up there or not? I know a lot of people think that we might. There's no reason to think that we won't. We've arguably been in an uptrend since 2008, right? The great kind of crash here. But, you know, maybe since 2011, you could argue that as well. But, you know, decades plus, right? Multi-decades uptrend. Working on that. Are we going to continue up, or is this the top end and we're going to roll over? Right? We have no real major evidence of that just yet on the monthly scale, right? But quick snapshot says we have a peak, we have a lower peak, and so far a lower peak. Will we double top? Will we roll over then? Or will we go back to, you know, the good old heyday of the 80s and, you know, peak out at 160? Or will we go to the moon and, you know, we all just retire on printed money? We will see. Let's take a look at a couple more normal things. Let's put on our moving averages back on for the monthly and see if we have any kind of signs of exhaustion. Well, potentially, right? Because we're doing something we haven't done in a long time. The monthly is coming down to the EMA 8. After we're roughly down 5% in the month of November already. We're only halfway through it. So when is the last time we've seen that? It's been a while. So potentially we have a crack in the ice. Time will tell, right? We'll see where this candle closes. You don't want to really judge any kind of candle until it is closed. And that's why I'm a big fan of long time frame, using the line charts, right? So, those only update on the closes. So this will fluctuate throughout, throughout the month, but, with the closes is kind of, where the money's at. So, we'll see where this ends up closing, but some bigger things happening potentially for a reversal on the DXY, but nothing major just yet. Major breakout, right? We haven't seen these kind of highs for 20 plus years, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. But I just posted on Twitter on the Fisher Transform. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. You see this breakout here on the monthly, and yeah, we have a trigger down. So that's another big sign, right? The monthly doesn't have a whole lot of fake outs, but more bigly than that, if you zoom way out, we have this. This isn't a few days, a few weeks, or for a few years. We're going back 50 years, right? We should have at least hesitated around this level, right? Because that's where we've hesitated for the past 50 years. So what the hell does this mean? Obviously, something is different this time. Something is afoot. I think this is clear-cut evidence of something is wrong this time, I would say. Anytime you're doing, data for 50 years and something jumps out like this, that should be alarming. Whether or not you can translate what it means, it's kind of indifferent. I think this shows something globally is off, right? For the DXY. So that's just my 2 cents. What do you think? What do you interpret this at? Just massive strength of the US dollar and it's going to take over global things, or what? Love to know your thoughts. Leave me a comment down below. Like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.